Andrew Carnegie, the wily Scot who came up with the best formula for success, one that is still used to this day, once said, "Do your duty and a little more, and the future will take care of itself." Welcome to McBain Moments. All right, as always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Manor. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Also, if you like my content, please consider becoming a patron. Go to patreon.com/JulianMcBain. Link is in the description. Okay, do your duty and a little more. What does that mean? Doing your duty is pretty obvious. There are things you have to do every day to make sure that the life that you have stays where it is. This is basic maintenance. These are the things you're expected to fulfill in order to make your paycheck, keep your house in order, maintain your family, your relationships. These are all extremely important. You have to do that duty if you're going to get anywhere, because there's no way you can go forward if you're just moving backward. These duties could also be things assigned to you that build upon the skills you already have, whether or not you know it. That assignment your boss gave you, the thing your wife asked you to do or your husband asked you to do, the thing the kids need help with for their school project. Now, it may not sound like a big skill, but it helps you build the big skill of parenting. All of these things that are classified as duty, what they do is they build your life around you so that you've got a structure with which you can work. Because without that structure, all you've got is chaos. And so out of everything you do, even if you can't get the little more yet, and we're going to get into that in a minute, as long as you can at least get the duty part done, you're not regressing. The progress could be slow, but you're not regressing. Now, here's the reason for the little more. The little more is actually just as, if not more important than the duty. But you can't do the little more without doing the duty first, because the little more doesn't mean shit if you're not keeping everything else you've got nicely organized. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backward. That's the general logic of the world. That's the way the Pareto distribution works. You're either rolling up it or you're rolling down it. You're never static for any appreciable length of time. You might be able to sustain for a day or two, but once you start doing that, your mood starts shifting and you'll start rolling backward if you're just maintaining status quo. So, okay, what's the little more? Well, 10% of extra effort yields 40% extra results. 10% extra effort yields 40% extra results. Why is that? Well, there's two reasons. One, accumulation. If you're giving 110% of the requirement, not of your ability, every single day, so you get 110% for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. After 5 weeks, you're 50%, you're 10% further along. So let's say you have to do 100 units of work, but you do 110. After 5 weeks, you've done 550 units of work, but the person that you're working next to has only done 500. You got 50 extra units of work of results. Usually when you do extra, you get paid more for the extra. And so that yield for that extra 10% is larger than for the regular 100. And that's just an hourly work. If you do something like sales or marketing or anything of that nature, 10% extra work could mean thousands of dollars in extra commissions. It could mean getting another client. So the way that it was described to me was 10% extra work will yield an average of 40% better results over time. That's the little. It's not a lot. 10% is not a lot. You know, it's an extra 4 hours a week. But the point is that because you're willing to put the extra in, you're going to get so much further ahead in the long term. And it will take time to build up. You don't get to just like shoot up the Pareto distribution. That's not how it works. And this isn't some amorphous concept that I keep talking about. It's an actual mathematical thing. And it's been proven time and time again. It's been proven in business. It's been proven in life. It's been proven in psychology. It's been proven in mathematics, in physics. It's a thing. Go look it up. It's on Wikipedia. It's very technical, and you may not understand all of it. I know I didn't get all of it down. But basically, it comes down to the more you put in and the harder you go at it, the more success you start to build, the more you're going to get. And it's going to get faster, and it's going to exponentially or geometrically increase over time. And all it takes is that tiny little bit of extra effort. And it doesn't feel tiny at first. But if you look at it, it really is. Do your duty and a little more, and the future will take care of itself. This has been a McBain moment.